May Allah heal you from whatever pain you are suffering from. May Allah heal you from whatever pain you are suffering from.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen wa salatu wa salamu ala khatamin nabiyyin amma ba'd fa'a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem bismillahir rahmanir rahim as-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Rasulallah
الصلاة والسلام عليك يا رسول الله
wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Habiballah
وعلى آلك وصحابك يا حبيب الله
as-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Nabiyallah
الصلاة والسلام عليك يا نبي الله
wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Nurallah.
وعلى آلك وصحابك يا نور الله.
Welcome back, viewers of Madani Channel, Teachers Spiritual Cures. Before moving forward to some of the messages and the calls that we've received, let's listen to one of the blessings of reciting Durood and Salam upon the best of creation, Sallallahu Ta'ala Alaihi Wasallam. The noblest Rasul Sallallahu Ta'ala Alaihi Wasallam has said that whoever recites Salat upon me 1,000 times a day, he will not die until he sees his place in Jannah.
Subhanallah.
Sallu ala al-Habib
Sallallahu ala Muhammad
sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Assalamu alaikum Adil bhai, how are you?
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله.
I was sent a message. Let's start with a message that I received from one of my friends. He sent me a message, so let's start with that. And then we'll move on with some of the other messages and calls that we've received. Ji. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
السلام ورحمة
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Can I request a wazifa in regards to spleen? Spleen.
لبيك.
Tili, I think it's called in our language. Tili. Spleen. So some issues with the spleen. May Allah will grant you good health. May Allah grant your friend, good health. Inshallah, our Adil Bhai will give us something in regards to this, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
وعليكم السلام
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'd like to ask you that if somebody is affected with magic or jinnat and they're very worried, is there anything that somebody can read for the protection against these type of things?
Inshallah.
So protection against magic, jinnat, and it actually mentions regarding harmful, like snakes and scorpions as well.
Inshallah, I'll mention. Inshallah.
Well, we don't have snakes here. I hope we don't have snakes here, should I say. Okay, snakes and scorpions. Ji. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Is there anything that you can advise me in regards to an issue with hemorrhoids or piles? It's also known as well. Just one more, Adil Bhai, and then I'll let you give me some other questions.
Inshallah.
Okay, somebody's mentioned my name here, but no problem. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Can you please give us a spiritual cure, fever, children especially, and obviously not gaining any better with medication as well. So fever in children. Or you can give us in general if you want, unless there's something specific for children, inshallah. Then we can forward that. Yeah, I'll let you carry on with that. Are you ready?
Yes, I'll mention, inshallah, one or two. Dear viewers of Madani Channel, somebody's obviously asked a question regarding spleen. I'll mention the verse, inshallah. You need to listen very carefully, inshallah. With this, if any person have a problem, they will be get cured, inshallah. Sure. Surah Rahman. Surah Rahman, it is beneficial to write this surah and make the person suffering from inflammations of the spleens drink it. So write it down on a piece of paper and drink it. If they can't write obviously full Surah Rahman, then they can write it down. I'll mention the verse. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. ذَلِكَ تَخْفِيفٌ مِّن رَبِّكُمْ وَرَحْمَةٌ. This is the ayah, part 2 Al-Baqarah, Surah Baqarah 178. This is the ayah. Just write it down and make this person to drink it or blow on them, inshallah. With that, they will get cured, inshallah.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. So blow on the actual patient as well, and also blow on water and give the water to drink as well, inshallah.
If they write it down on the paper, then put it in the bottle. So keep drinking that person if he is affected. So inshallah, with that, will be get cured.
Inshallah. And if for any reason, the thought just came into my mind and I'll just mention it. If for any reason you're unable to write this yourself, depending on whereabouts you live in the UK, do visit one of your Ruhani Ilaj stalls. And inshallah, if you request to the brothers, I'm sure they'll write it for you. Just in case you struggle or you think you're not going to be able to write it, it's not a problem, don't worry. Don't, like they say, don't suffer in silence. Just go visit one of your nearest Ruhani Ilaj stalls, and I'm sure the brothers will help you out in this situation, and they'll write it for you, inshallah.
Inshallah. Yes, regarding the person asked the question, affected regarding magic, jinnat, or scorpions or snakes. Obviously, snakes and scorpions are not here in our UK, but mostly in the warm country, you can see in the house, they come from far away. All the members of the household should recite this ayah. I'm going to mention the ayah, inshallah. That's our Amir Ahl Sunnah Damat Barakatumullah Aliyah mentioned in Madani Muzakara as well. So it's very beautiful, this ayah. Just about that much. You're going to read it 100 times daily. So if in the house 4 people, they should recite all 4 of them 100 times each. Inshallah, they will be protected from any type of calamities, jinnat, magic, or any type of worries, inshallah. I'll mention the fever one first, inshallah. Bukhar. Listen very carefully. It's very simple wazifa and very simple method. If you're going to do it, inshallah, children or older, they can use it, inshallah. With this, they will get cure from the fever. I will give you a spiritual cure for this. You will need a pen and a piece of paper to make obviously you're going to write it down, La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah, 30 times on a piece of paper and put it in the bottle of water, and then keep drinking this one. Inshallah, with this, the fever will go away. If the children's obviously no gain better with the medicine, just give this water to drink, inshallah. With this, they will get better, inshallah. How many times obviously they're going to drink? I said 3 times a daily is mentioned over there. So keep giving them 3 times a day at least. They can drink in this way. They're going to drink the water as well. So hopefully with that, inshallah, fever will get.
Well, it's like because children were mentioned here. Just something I just want to add on really. Because children were mentioned here, Dilbhai, and children drink. More or less, they're always drinking. Every little short while later, they want some more drink and etc. So, is there any issue if they drink more than 3 times? I know you mentioned 3 times, but they can. If they drink more, is there any problem in that, or can they just drink as many times?
It's no problem. They can drink it, but as obviously it's mentioned in the method, that's 3 times.
3 times
in a day. So, if they mostly in European country they drink in the drinks, no water. Nobody drinks the water. So it's better way to obviously give them a water as well. Inshallah, with this they can get cured, and if they want to drink more, they can, no problem.
Okay, that's fine.
Inshallah.
Yeah, so there's no side effects in drinking more.
No, Alhamdulillah. Regarding figs, inshallah, I'll mention hemorrhoids. If you have figs, it's available in UK as well. Anjeer, we call in our language. But if you don't have it, then you can ask someone. If somebody is coming from Pakistan, they can bring it, inshallah, for you. So just 5 figs, put in a milk, warm it a little bit. Obviously, you're gonna neem garam, we call.
Lukewarm. Lukewarm.
If you want to boil it, you can boil it, because sometime obviously I said in this country they can't drink the milk. I've seen quite a lot of people, they say, no, we can't drink it. So you boil it and then put 5 figs in there, and when it's obviously cooled down a little bit, then drink it and eat the figs. Inshallah, with this, your hemorrhoid will be get cured, inshallah.
Subhanallah. While you was looking, I thought you were struggling, so I actually I've taken something out as well in regards to, so I'll just mention this as well.
Subhanallah.
That was like a home remedy, which alhamdulillah our Adil Bhai has mentioned, and this is actually in amongst the Awrad at-Tariya which Amir Sunnah have issued in regards to this remedy of the figs. And like Adil Bhai mentioned regarding the figs are widely available. You know, like your Asian stores where you normally get your flour and chili powder and your lentils, etc. It's available from there. So figs are available. But yes, anyway, let's come back to the point in regards to the spiritual cure. This particular spiritual cure, it mentions, is for every type of hemorrhoid, whether it's external, i.e. bleeding, or whether it's internal, non-bleeding. So it mentions that offer 2 rak'at, i.e. 2 units of salah. Okay, so you need to recite 2 units of salah. And it mentions that in the first rakat, you need to recite Surah Alam Nashrah.
Subhanallah.
And then Surah Feel in the second rakat. So basically when you recite the Surah Fatiha, after Surah Fatiha, the Surah that you will adjoin with it is Surah Alam Nashrah in the first unit. And in the second unit, after Surah Al-Fatiha, you will recite Surah Feel. And then it mentions that once you've completed these 2 units, these 2 rak'at of salah, it mentions after the salam, after you've salam and you've come out of the salah, then you need to recite this particular litany 70 times. And I'll just mention it so you can note it down quickly if you can. And if you can't, then the quick solution that we have nowadays is that you can audio record the actual recording, and afterwards in your own time you can record it, inshallah. So I'll just recite it a few times. So this is the litany that you'll need to recite. Remember, do recite the Durood Sharif before and after, and the litany that you need to recite it 70 times, and it's like so. Astaghfirullah Rabbi min kulli dhanbin wa atubu ilayhi subhanallahi wa bihamdihi. I'll repeat that. So this is what you will recite 70 times. I'll repeat it a couple of times so then you can note it down if you are writing it down, and if you're recording it then you'll have it a few times. So it's Astaghfirullah Rabbi min kulli dhanbin wa atubu ilayhi subhanallahi wa bihamdihi. Astaghfirullah Rabbi min kulli dhanbin wa atubu ilayhi subhanallahi wa bihamdihi. So this is what you'll recite 70 times with Durood Sharif before and after, inshallah. It does mention here that do this for a few days and inshallah the hemorrhoids will be cured. Inshallah, may Allah grant you a complete cure from this issue, this problem that you are going through.
Subhanallah.
I think I've just received a couple of... Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I wanted to get istikhara done for my son. He wants to start a business and I want to know whether it's beneficial for him. His name is Hamza. Okay, so you've sent his name and details, inshallah. Okay, so inshallah we'll do this istikhara and we'll give you the reply, inshallah, soon. Adil Bhai, you ready?
Labbaik.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Okay, right. I went a bit too far down. Okay, children are not coming towards the deen. What should the parents do to bring them closer to the deen? And can you give us a spiritual cure for children so that we can make them, or so they become pious?
Pious. Subhanallah.
So to make children pious, inshallah. Yeah, one more I've got, which I received as a message. It's actually from a family member, and he's actually hurt his leg. So his leg is swollen and it's also painful. So if they can have something, so the swelling, it's been about a week and a half now. So the swelling won't go. So if you can have something for the swelling, and it's also painful, if something can ease the pain.
Labbaik, inshallah.
And let me mention one more, then I'll go on and do this istikhara, so I can give the reply in regards to that as well. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa
rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I have a friend who unfortunately has become addicted to drugs. I've tried to help him so that he can stop, but unfortunately I'm not having any luck. Is there any spiritual cure that can help him get rid of this bad habit?
Labbaik, inshallah.
keep trying, inshallah azza wa jal. Our deal will give you something, inshallah azza wa jal, and then we'll mention something at the end as well, inshallah.
Inshallah azza wa jal.
Ji Dil bhai, I'll let you.
Labbaik wa sabalik. Inshallah.
Istikhara while you're mentioning the spiritual.
Children are come towards the deen. They know at the moment, obviously, every household, if I say that they struggle with the children, may Allah make them a pious and make them towards the deen. You know, they come in the masjid and read namaz 5 times a day as well. I'll give the wazifa to make them obedient and pious. Inshallah, with this, hopefully, you're going to see the change in them. Inshallah. Whilst a disobedient child is sleeping, he recites this following ayah. بَلْ هُوَ قُرْآنٌ مَجِيدٌ فِي لَوْحٍ مَحْفُوظٍ. Durood Pak, before and after, once recited, standing next to them, meaning whilst they're sleeping, you're going to try, obviously, stand next to them and recite this ayah with Durood Pak before and after. Inshallah, if you're going to do daily, hopefully with that, they will come obedient, inshallah. If is any person disobedient, you're going to recite in that tone that they do wake up. Inshallah, if you're going to do this 11 to 41 days, inshallah, they will become obedient, inshallah.
My name is Rizwana, and if you can do my istikhara, I'm going through some hardships. Inshallah, may Allah make things easy for you. May Allah grant you ease and blessings and in your sustenance, etc. And any other matters where you might be facing hardships, may Allah ease them and grant you peace and tranquility in all of your matters. Inshallah, we'll do the istikhara and we'll let you know what the indication is, and then inshallah we'll try to give you a spiritual cure as well. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I pray that you are all well. Is it okay that you can do an istikhara for my mother? They have been very unwell for over a month now. If you can do the istikhara, I'm sending their details. And they don't want to mention the name, so I won't mention the name. I'll just mention mother is as ill. And then inshallah that should indicate, or the third istikhara I'll mention, and then inshallah that'll be an indication to you. But I think if I mention your mother's istikhara was not well, inshallah I think that should be sufficient for you. Inshallah.
Yes, but regarding, as you mentioned, obviously somebody's from the family swollen leg and they have a pain as well. I'll mention the wazifa, inshallah. With this, hopefully, once you do that, inshallah, you will get cure, inshallah. If any parts of the body is swollen, write or get written La ilaha illallah 67 times on a piece of paper and make an amulet and wear it or keep it with you. Inshallah, with that, your swelling and your pain will get relief, inshallah. Azza wa Jal.
Subhanallah. We had the request, the son is wanting to start a business and whether it's good for him. It was a car business, so probably car sales, etc. Or car rental or something. But anyway, they wanted to start a business and they wanted to know whether it's good for their son to start this business. The istikhara has been performed and the indication that we're getting in the istikhara is saying that it's not good for him. So do look at all the matters, but the indication in the istikhara is not of good.
Regarding Islam, brother was saying his friend is addicted with the drugs or any bad habits. I'll give the one wazifa, inshallah.
Foul language, etc.
Foul language, yes. Inshallah, they will get cured with this. May Allah protect you from these bad habits. I will give you a spiritual cure. Inshallah, whoever has addicted, have a bad habits, just recite Ya Khabiru, Ya Khabiru, Ya Khabiru daily, as many times as you can in your easy way. Then inshallah, if you keep doing it with the full-hearted, with obviously your willing, inshallah, your bad habits, your drug habits will be gone away, inshallah.
Subhanallah, it's now time for what you've been waiting for. It is the segment time. So inshallah we'll move on towards the segment to today's spiritual cure. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ala Muhammad.
Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Dear viewers of Madani Channel, you are watching Spiritual Cure, and today's spiritual cure is excellence of Ayatul Karima. It is reported from Sayyidina Sa'ad that the noble Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam has stated, Sayyidina Zunnun, i.e. Sayyidina Yunus alayhi salam, uttered the following words when he alayhi salam was inside the belly of the fish, whale. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu minadh dhalimin. Therefore, whoever supplicates with these words for any particular problems, Allah Azza wa Jal will accept these supplications. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Subhanallah, mashallah, mashallah. So any type of hardship, any type of problem, any type of worry that you're facing is telling us in regards to the Ayat Karima that it is such an accepted litany that one can do no matter what problem he's facing. And then it mentions in regards to one of the prophets of Allah Azza wa Jal, when they were in the stomach, Sayyidina Yunus alayhi salam, when they were in the stomach of the whale, and how they recited this, and that's how they were saved from that. So any type of problem, any type of difficulty that you're facing, or something that you want to happen and it doesn't seem to be working, then make a litany of this particular spiritual cure. There's no set amount. There was no amount which was mentioned. He just mentioned that keep reciting this particular litany in abundance. But then when you raise your hands and supplicate in the court of Allah Azza wa Jal, then your du'as, your supplications, inshallah Azza wa Jal, will be accepted. Subhanallah. So this was today's spiritual cure. Subhanallah. Before we move on to some further messages, I'd like to request two of the calls, if you can, please, if you've got them ready. If you can have two calls, please.
बात कर रहा हूँ मेरे बेटे के ना पेपर बड़े हैं वीजे वाले अड़े हैं उनके लिए वजीफा चाहिए.
Can I request for a wazifa for fatigue, muscle weakness and pain of the joints? Jazakallah.
So the first one, I don't know if you got, it was visa difficulties in documents, etc. So any wazifa for that. And the second one was muscle pain and pain in the joints, etc.
Joints, inshallah.
Inshallah, Azza wa Jal, our dear Bhai will get something for us, inshallah, soon. I'll just read a couple of other messages that I've got. Some istikhara requests. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum
assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I hope you are well. Alhamdulillah, we hope you're well as well. Please, if you can see if anybody has done anything upon me like jinnat, magic, evil eye, etc. I don't seem to feel too well these past couple of months. Please do my istikhara. My name is Azad. Inshallah, we will do the istikhara. We'll see what indication we're getting, inshallah. Don't worry, we'll give you a reply, inshallah. As soon as the istikhara is done, inshallah, and if need be, we'll give you any relevant spiritual cure in accordance to the reply of your istikhara.
Subhanallah.
If anything is ready,
inshallah. Regarding, as brother saying, joint pain, body pain, one wazifa I'm going to mention, inshallah, listen very carefully. If you're doing this regularly, inshallah, your any body pain or laziness will be removed, inshallah. Ya Muhyi, Ya Muhyi, Ya Muhyi. Recite Ya Muhyi 7 times before and after Durood Pak. Blow it on your palm, rub all over the body if your all bodies are painful. If no, then wherever is pain, just blow away on that place. Inshallah, with this, your all pain will go away, inshallah Azza wa Jal. Struggling with the visa or any type of documents or any problems, recite one istighasa, which is I mention it time to time, inshallah. I'm going to mention it again with this, inshallah. If you do regularly, hopefully with that, inshallah, if you have any type of struggling with the papers or visas, will be get clear, inshallah. قلت حيلتي أنت وسيلتي أدركني يا رسول الله قلت حيلتي أنت وسيلتي أدركني يا رسول الله. If you keep reciting in abundance, inshallah, whatever difficulties, whatever visa problems, if you keep in mind whilst reading, you will get success in those.
Rizwana sent in a message in regards to having the istikhara done. And the istikhara indication was of evil eye. The indication that we're getting is of evil eye. So in regards to evil eye, if you write Ya Hayyu Ya Qayyumu, Ya Hayyu Ya Qayyumu, Ya Hayyu Ya Qayyumu 786 times on a piece of paper, and then plastic coat it and make it into an amulet, and wear it, whether you wear it around the neck or whether you wear it around the arm, inshallah, this will protect you for further evil eye, and also will remove the evil eye as well, inshallah. In regards to Azad, Brother Azad requested istikhara. He wanted to check whether anything is being done on him, whether he's suffering from any type of magic or any jinnat or any evil eye, etc. So his istikhara has been performed. The istikhara indication is of evil eye. So in regards to evil eye, recite La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah 60 times with the Durood Sharif before and after, and then blow upon yourself, inshallah, the effects of evil eye will be removed. Remember that any type of spiritual cure that's been mentioned, whether the Muballigh mentions to you about reciting Durood Sharif or not, do recite the Durood Sharif before and after. If any specific amount is mentioned, then read the Durood Sharif in accordance to that, what has been mentioned. But if they don't mention any amount, then whether it's once, twice, how many times you want, but do recite the Durood Sharif before and after, and this will be a means of taking it towards cure, depending on what the wazifa you're doing for. Because it might be for an illness, then it's more accepted that you'll be cured, inshallah, quicker. If it's some kind of problem or some hardship that you're facing or some obstruction, then the removal of that, inshallah, with the blessings of the Durood Sharif, inshallah. So it's like enveloping the awrad, with Durood and Salam upon the best of creation, sallallahu, which maybe our reading, our actions aren't good, but with the blessings of Durood and Salam, inshallah, this will take it to acceptance, inshallah. Jidil bhai, I think you've got the answers for all of them, yeah? Okay, let me just see what other messages we've had. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How do I get people to respect me? Give respect and gain respect, but I'll let you answer, inshallah, in regards to this. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam
wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My friend's family member is in ICU. May Allah grant them cure, grant them a speedy recovery, and get them better, and they come and join their family members as soon as possible. He would like a spiritual cure so that his family member recovers quickly. Also, please do a special dua for them too. Inshallah, we'll do a collective dua at the end, inshallah, and we'll do dua for your family member as well, inshallah.
The brother was asking how can I get respect in people's heart? Inshallah, I'll mention it. Remember that respect and disrespect is from Allah. If Allah wishes, He will give you a respect. Also, I'm going to mention one point, as Ajisab obviously was mentioning, but they stopped it. One point to remember is, if you respect others, in return, they will respect you. I will give you a spiritual cure, and with this, inshallah, will create your respect in people's heart. Whoever recites Ya Mu'izzu, Ya Mu'izzu, Ya Mu'izzu 140 times on the Shab-e Jum'ah will gain respect insha'Allah Azza wa Jal. So 140 times on the night of Shab-e Jum'ah, meaning Jum'at, once obviously a Thursday, we read Isha Namaz, then you recite this one. Hopefully with that, inshallah, everybody will respect you. And the other one is somebody was in ICU. May Allah cure them, give them a complete recovery. Surah Fatiha is the answer to all problems and illness. Hazrat Ata rahmatullahi alayhi has said that whoever has any needs, they should recite Surah Fatiha, and with its blessings their needs will be fulfilled, inshallah Azza wa Jal. Pious predecessors have mentioned if you recite Surah Fatiha 100 times and make dua, their needs or wishes will be granted, inshallah Azza wa Jal. So 100 times Surah Fatiha is no hard, it's a simple thing we read in each namaz, alhamdulillah. I'll mention another wazifa as well for easy. When you go to see them, you can recite this one, Ya Salamu, 111 times and blow on the patients. Inshallah, they will be cured.
Subhanallah, mashallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brothers, can you do istikhara please for my son? His name is Haider. Inshallah, we'll do the istikhara. We'll let you know what the indication of the istikhara is. They've not mentioned what they want the istikhara done for. But not to worry, inshallah, we'll do the istikhara, see what indication is given in the istikhara, inshallah. Another request for istikhara. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Could you do istikhara for me, please? Okay. I think maybe a bit mistyped. Okay, for Zamir, brother Zamir, very unwell. Pain in all over my body and back and knee pain, exactly. So pain all over the body. Inshallah, we'll do the istikhara. May Allah grant you cure from this illness. Inshallah, we'll do the istikhara and then we'll get back to you regarding the istikhara indication, and also we'll give you a spiritual cure in regards to this as well, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Can we have the, I've been told, I think we've got another couple of calls. Can we take them calls and then inshallah Adil Bhai will get the spiritual cures for them, and then I can do these istikharas in that meantime.
This is Muhammad Tawfiq Qatari from Oldham, UK. First of all, I would like to thank the whole Spiritual Cures team, the host, and all the brothers in the panel, and all those who are behind in making this beautiful and wonderful program in relieving the pains and difficulties from the Muslim Ummah and giving them spiritual cures. It's a beautiful work that you are doing. May Allah Ta'ala accept this and give you much more reward in return, inshallah.
Subhanallah. Jazakallah khairan Tawfiq Bhai for sending in.
Call from Oldham. I need a wazifa for our family situation to improve all the trials and tribulation we're going through and find an ease.
Trials and tribulations. Family disputes, yeah? Okay, I was just saying, and the other call started as well. Jazakallah khairan Tawfiq Bhai for sending in your messages. Thank you for doing our hosla afzai. It is needed and it is required. Thank you for that. I'll just do these two istikharas that we've just received. Inshallah, just check just before I go on to them if we've received anything else. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hope you're well. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. La kulli hal. We hope you're well too. Please could you give us a dua in regards to having children. Keep us in your duas, especially Jazakallah. Inshallah, we'll make a collective dua at the end as well. Inshallah, we'll include you, inshallah, in there. We'll include all the viewers of Madani Channel, inshallah. In fact, I think they wanted to have a child. So if you can have some wazifa for childlessness,
Inshallah.
Maybe people aren't aware in regards to this, and I just mentioned, the thought came into my mind just now in regards to this. You're probably aware and you probably heard about the Qat Amal. That Alhamdulillah, the Ruwani Large Department do this Amal which is called Qat Amal. If you go onto the Dawah Islami website, it actually mentions there as well, Qat. And maybe some of you might even be thinking, what is this Qat? It's actually a very powerful Amal which is done by the Majlis, and it eradicates any type of problem. Basically, you can do Qat for anything and everything, more or less. Whether it's living things, non-living, also, for example, somebody's got some issues with his house. Maybe he's having, some work done and the work doesn't seem to be, completing, etc. Just giving an example, so it just gives you an idea. Maybe there's some issues with your car or something, and it doesn't seem to be, whether it's keeps going faulty, etc. Or one way or another, you're having problems with your car. Just say an example. It's not something here, but just to give you that, broaden that your mind a little bit in regards to. Just say, for example, you're in Pakistan or some other part of the world, and you're having a well dug. It's something which is common for water, well dug, and drinkable water. You're not getting access to the water. You're drinking. They're drilling away, and they're not getting access to water.
Yes.
So even things like this. So it's living, non-living things. Maybe I think more or less anything and everything you can do card for. And the card amal basically eradicates or removes that problem or that difficulty or that illness that you might be going through or that you're facing. And this is something which I wanted to mention. I've sort of like gone all about the Qat Amal, and it's easily that you go to the Dawah Islami website and you can actually submit this. You can go to your nearest Ruhani Ilaj stall and request the brothers there for Qat Amal, and they'll do the Qat Amal for you. If you, no matter what mobile phone that you're using, whether it's Android, whether it's iOS, if you go into the Play Store and the whatever it's called for the iOS, and download Ruhani Ilaj and Istikhara application, which Alhamdulillah Dawah Islami has put together, and it's actually, you can say it's like so many things under one umbrella.
In one umbrella.
It's all the Ruhani Ilaj, different things that come under the umbrella of Ruhani Ilaj, all under one roof or under one umbrella. So I think it's a must. And I recommend, if you haven't already got this installed in your mobile phone, then do install this mobile application in your phone. Whether you want Qat Amal doing, that's also there. Whether you want Ruhani Ilaj and you want them delivering to your home for whatever reason, you can't visit a Ruhani Ilaj stall, or whether a Ruhani Ilaj stall isn't in your locality, or even if there's no Ruhani Ilaj stall in your country, for example. If you're watching from overseas, then not to worry. Click on the Ruhani Ilaj there, a form will open, fill in the form, put your details in and submit it, and inshallah you'll get Ruhani Ilaj sent free of cost to your house. And remember, all these services of Ruhani Ilaj are totally free. So if somebody is asking you for indirectly, directly, for any type of funding, any type of money, then you should raise an alarm that this service is totally free. So I was mentioning that these services, so there's Qat Amal there. If you're wanting to have istikhara done, whether it's via call, whether it's via WhatsApp, whether it's through, you're a social media user, whether it's through Facebook, etc. So there's different services, become a murid, etc. So there's lots of other things in there. So I'm sort of like drifting away from my topic really. But Qat Amal I was mentioning, so you can actually do Qat Amal through the application. And in regards to this, the reason why I mentioned or brought up Qat Amal was that maybe it never came to your mind that in regards to childlessness, can we actually have Qat done? And this can be done as well. So for example, somebody is desiring children, and at this moment in time, Allah Azza wa Jal has not blessed them with children. You can have this Qat Amal done as well. And if Allah wills, then inshallah Azza wa Jal, you will have children. So that's something I'll recommend to you as well. And inshallah, Adil Bhai will give us a spiritual cure in regards to this as well. Inshallah. Adil Bhai, if you mentioned the spiritual cures, because we are coming to the end of the program as well, and I'll quickly do this istikhara so I can give you replies as well.
Inshallah. Our Islam brother just obviously sent the voice message. They were saying a nachaki or whatever problem in the household, and this, I'll mention one method and one wazifa, inshallah. With this, hopefully everybody will love each other, inshallah. For the unity of the entire household, recite Ya Wadudu 1001 times upon Lahori salt, which is a pink salt over here in UK, after Salatul Jum'ah, with salat upon the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam 10 times before and 10 times after. Then once you complete this wazifa 1001 times Ya Wadudu, blow on the salt and use this salt in the house. When you guys making the food or any curries or anything, just put this salt inside. Whoever is gonna eat, inshallah, they will love each other.
Inshallah. We had an istikhara request in regards to somebody's mother not well. They didn't mention the name, so the istikhara has been performed. The indication is of illness. So recite Ya Salamu, Ya Salamu, Ya Salamu 111 times and perform dam upon your mother, inshallah azza wa jal. She will be relieved. What you can do also is recite Ya Salamu 33 times with the Rushi before and after. Perform dam upon water and give that water to your mother to drink. May Allah grant her good health and a speedy recovery, inshallah. In regards to the brother Haider, I think somebody wanted the son's istikhara doing. They didn't mention what the issue was or what they wanted the istikhara for. They just mentioned if you can do our son's istikhara. Haider, istikhara has been performed. Indication is of evil eye. The indication is of evil eye. In regards to evil eye, La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah 60 times with the Rush Sharif before and after, and blow upon your son, inshallah, as well, the evil eye will be removed. Now, somebody might be thinking, okay, evil eye, and they're giving these wazifas. Why not do something which will prevent evil eye in the beginning? Subhanallah. So let's give you something that do this, and inshallah you'll be protected from evil eye, so the evil eye doesn't happen. So they don't have to look for the cure for the evil eye afterwards. So it mentions here that the habitual reciter of Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So somebody who's got a habit and he keeps reciting Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim before eating anything, will be safe from the evil eye, inshallah. So whenever you're going to eat something, you're going to eat, recite Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, and inshallah with the blessings of Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, you will be protected from evil eye. Subhanallah. Ji. And I had one more istikhara reply as well, which was for Brother Zamir. The istikhara has been performed. The indication is of illness. So the indication is of illness, and I will give you I'll give you a wazifa as well. In regards to illness, if you recite Ya Hayyu, Ya Hayyu, Ya Hayyu, recite this 1,000 times with the Rush Sharif before and after, and perform dam upon the patient, inshallah azza wa jal, that patient will be cured, inshallah. Ji, so that's all the istikhara requests that I've covered. Have you covered all the questions?
No, one thing I think so, we received the message which they're saying, I think so they have a problem with the child. They don't have a baby.
Childlessness. That's what I was. Okay. Because that wasn't an istikhara, it was a wazifa.
Every Friday, after the Salatul Jummah, recite 10 times Ya Bariyu, Ya Bariyu, Ya Bariyu before and after Durood Pak, and do dua, inshallah azza wa jal, you will get a pious child, inshallah azza wa jal.
Subhanallah. That's one which you can do every Friday. And there's something which, this one, I'll just like to mention this particular one. In regards to those, this brother who sent in the message, as well as him and any other viewer who has tuned in at the moment, and whether it's yourself or whether it's some family member that haven't been blessed with children and they desire children. This particular spiritual cure, I'll just mention, if you listen carefully, it mentions that after each salah, both the husband and wife need to recite this dua. And this dua is that dua which Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam used to recite. Subhanallah. And they used to recite this particular dua which was from the Quran 3 times with the Durood Sharif, once before and once after. So remember, you need to do this after every salah. One thing to remember, that after every salah, and you need to recite this dua, this Quranic dua 3 times with the Durood Sharif, once before and once after. And what is the dua? رَبِّ جَعَلْنِي مُقِيمَ الصَّلَاةِ وَمِنْ ذُرِّيَّتِي رَبَّنَا وَتَقَبَّلْ دُعَاء رَبَّنَا اغْفِرْ لِي وَلِوَالِدَيَّ وَلِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ يَوْمَ يَقُومُ الْحِسَابِ. So a lot of us even read this in our salah as well. So this particular Quranic dua 3 times with Durood Sharif before and after. And look what it says further on. It says, Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam was blessed with a child at the age of 80, according to one narration, and at the age of 120 in another narration. So subhanallah, a particular Quranic dua which a beloved Prophet of Allah Azza wa Jal recited, and their wife, the spouse recited, and alhamdulillah they were blessed with children. Then why, if we don't follow the footsteps of the pious predecessors, and here in this case a prophet of Allah, then why would we not be also blessed? So those who are unfortunate and they haven't been blessed at this moment, do take this on yourself on board. And if, for example, any family members or somebody who doesn't have children, then you can pass this particular spiritual cure on. That does bring us to the end of the program. We'll very quickly, we'll just make a quick dua because we are actually pinching a couple of minutes. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen wa salatu wa salamu ala khatamin nabiyyin. Oh Allah Azza wa Jal, bless us, bless our parents and the whole ummah. Those people who are tuned into spiritual cures, sent in their messages in regards to any of the problems, any of the difficulties that they are facing. Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, remove them difficulties, remove them illnesses. Somebody sent in regarding the mother that was unwell. Grant their mother, grant all our mothers cure. Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, the family member who is in the ICU unit, grant them complete cure, grant them a speedy recovery. Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, grant them such a speedy recovery that they quickly join with their family and embrace with their family as soon as possible. Ya Allah Azza wa Jal. For you, nothing is difficult. You can grant the cure to whoever you wish, whoever you desire. Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, grant us cure from sins, grant us death with iman in the beautiful city of your beloved sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, grant all our lawful du'as. Ameen bi jahi nabil ameen sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Bi haqqi la ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alaihi wasallam. Sadly, that does bring us to the end of the program. Do join us. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ala Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
May Allah heal you from whatever pain you are suffering from. May Allah heal you from whatever pain you are suffering from.